I just want to say acres of mangoes, and we set a modern nursery. We supply seedlings to nuts and Operation Wealth Creation, and we formed the outgrowers 2000. We train them. We get help from ABI Trust. We have 4 team of professionals. We put them in a group of 25. They have planted the mangoes, and it has helped. We attracted many foreign investors who came to Noya district, and now we are training the youth also to take up the project and plant more mangoes. We are planning to set a processing plant in 2019. We have already sourced for the equipment. We are also sourcing for the money. What is more exciting is our local people, us, like a woman entrepreneur, empowering the youth, training them. We have set the foundation for training. So we are working with schools. Right now, as I talk, we have students from Guru University, students from Nyabyeya in Masindi. So what we are looking at, how we can empower the youth, the women, and how we can work with them to ensure that we make a complete value chain. Today we have our stories with ABI Trust because we work with them as our funders. They help us as we train the community. So I want to appeal to Ugandans. We need to help ourselves as Ugandans to share the little knowledge we have, resource, and empower our youth. Because for the years I've been in an industry, it has been so hard for our local companies to reach, to move from middle scale to large scale, because the biggest challenge is the equipment. When you go to borrow, you find that you can't afford the interest rate. That's why I decided as a local entrepreneur to use the little resource I have. I do the demonstration farm. I'm very happy in northern Uganda. I've worked with many people. I'm a board member of a private sector foundation. We are looking at how we are going to change the Ugandan, the mindset. We have already done something in Acholi sub-region. We are trying to see how can we come out of poverty on our own without waiting for the donors to help us or without waiting for the government. So I really appeal to everybody, whoever is here, to do something on your own, to plant and ensure that at least we build up our own industries. Our story is the other side. We are sharing a story with ABI Trust. Last week, we launched our Ready to Drink. In Namugongo, we had 200 schools, where the Cardinal is the one who launched it. So I appeal that Ugandans, we need to support each other. So buy Uganda, build Uganda, we have to help ourselves. But if we keep on waiting that maybe the government will do it for us, it will be hard. So I'm happy to be with you here, and I'm happy to tell you that Delight, we are going forward, and we have really moved since 1996. Come at our store, you taste the cheers, the fresh juice cheers is there. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I feel happy when I see a mother, having such a great innovation for Ugandans, benefiting a number of youths, women, and men of Uganda. Please, we can add another applause to the founder of Delight. Let me invite, can I invite somebody from Bank of Uganda? Bank of Uganda. You're most welcome, sir.
Thank you, MC. Allow me to observe protocol. My name is John Awaiswa. I work with the Bank of Uganda, specifically in the Communications Department. what brings us here today? We are so much known on the other side of the monetary policy, but we can't do effective monetary policy without activities in an economy, especially agriculture. We are an agricultural country. We cannot do our best without making sure that agriculture is well grounded. But most importantly, we are an agent of government. So we accomplish a number of things, or the government accomplishes a number of things through us. One thing they are trying to accomplish through us is the agricultural credit facility. The government does funding of agricultural activities. We manage that fund, which is called the agricultural credit. Credit facility. So we want to listen to the public. We are coming here for our town hall meeting. We are going to include our stakeholders, our vital stakeholders, Chairman LC5, LC3, all these leaders. So see how best we can even improve our economy. And other details about that we shall be able to give Madam Chair. We invite you, when we come to your offices, please, we ask you to liaise with us well, and we can be able to organize that. So give us your input, so that we can run the economy when we come
farmers from Kabale who are working on the entire value chain for sweet potato. Right from doing tissue culture in the laboratory, they are breeding seed for sweet potato. They're helping other farmers to grow sweet potato in Kabale, which I'm sure you know is a hub for sweet potato. And they're also processing chips, which they're exporting. So people, middle income status is possible with organizations like FAO and with all of you and farmers like we have there. But then you'll also see the work we are doing in collaboration with the Chinese government to promote foxtail millet in Uganda. The core of FAO's work is targeting zero hunger in the world. So we're working with the Chinese government to do that work. So I thank you very much, and if any of you uses social media, please follow us at FAO Uganda for updates. Finally, FAO will be organizing a session for young people in this very pavilion on Saturday. We invite every one of you to come and participate. There are a couple of activities, including debates, discussions between young people and members of parliament. So please come and see the potential of young people to revolutionize agriculture through the support of the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you so much, FAO. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to recognize the following dignitaries. Mr. Masala, the Ambassador of Democratic Republic of Congo. You're most welcome, sir. Mr. Kamugisha Vincent, the Deputy RDC Ginger. And the District Kadi, Honorable Sheikh Chibirige. You're most welcome, gentlemen. This is a special notice or announcement. You're most invited, but if you have a small message to His Excellency, the President of Uganda, in short terms, if you have a letter or a parcel, please hand it over to the security over there. You'll not be allowed to pass it over to him, as you know the protocols. Mama Africa, please, if you have something for us, come and entertain our guests as we wait for more representatives from different companies or institutions that are exhibiting this year. Mama Africa, please come forward. If you are not available at this juncture, please, DJ, a small interval of entertainment. Thank you.
So
you so much.
Hello, good afternoon. Protocol observed. From Alliance in Motion Global Uganda. We are a network marketing company, and it's a network marketing company. It's being partnered with Nature's Way from the were awarded
Let have microphone, brother. Check.
of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency Kaguta Yoweri Museveni, the patron of all farmers in the country, has arrived. As I told you, when he arrives, we shall rise, and then we sing the national anthem. I'm very sure our team is very ready. His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, is with us. He's already on the show. He's being welcomed by the Minister and his entourage, and he's greeting the members. Yes, he's very fresh, perhaps from one of the gardens around. His Excellency the President is greeting the Commander of Operation West, the Deputy Commander of Operation West Creation, and Executive Director for NADS. As I said, we shall rise, gentlemen. You are welcome, Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, the national anthem.
Prayer.
Let us pray.
Loving and Heavenly Father, we thank you for the blessing of this day. And we thank you for the leadership that you have given us in your country, Uganda. And more so, His Excellency, the President of Uganda, His Excellency, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. We thank you for he has ably represented you before your flock, Lord. And we thank you for the land that you have given us, on which we practice agriculture and trade. We thank you for the people you have used, so that we are beneficiaries of the land that you have given us, Lord. May you continue using us. May you continue blessing this function. May you continue blessing your country, so that as we serve, we don't only see you exalted, but also present with us. We pray, believing and trusting in the name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. O Allah, unto you we thank that you have created us as mankind. We thank you for the Republic of Uganda. Allah, we thank you for Jinja as a district. And Allah, we thank you that you have made Jinja to host His Excellency annually to this agriculture show. So Allah, we ask you to give him wisdom, integrity, and ability of leading our nation. Your Excellency, we thank you for your coming to this show. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless the organizers, so that this show which you have come to open, Allah bless all the people who are cultivating, who are doing whatever they can do to see that we get what we can eat. Allah, we have asked you because you said, ask me, I will give you. Amen.
Thank you very much for the prayer. Your Excellency, for you are the leaders of government, leaders from multilateral and national big organizations in the farming fraternity. Shortly, I want to introduce to you Honorable Minister, our own Minister of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries. Next to him is the President of the Uganda National Farmers Federation. We have the Commissioner General of Prisons. I think he's on the store, but he's with us. We have Deputy Commander, Operational Wealth Creation, General Angina Charles, he's with us. We have top leadership of Ministry of Agriculture, headed by the PS, and Executive Director of NADS. Your Excellency, we have the country representative for Food and Agriculture Organization, Arhaj Jaru. Also, we have the country representative for World Farmers Organization, Mr. El Kadir Dalu. He's with us. Your Excellency, we also have the ambassador of the Republic of Congo. He's with us. His Excellency Jean-Pierre Masala is also with us. He came to be with us in this important event of the farmers. We have the district leadership from the chairman up to almost the whole and his entire team. I will not mention one by one. Your Excellency, let me take this pleasure, a matter of time, to invite the President of the Uganda National Farmers Federation, who will take you through what we are doing here, Your Excellency. That's for the sake of that. Mr. President.
Your Excellency, Ministers and Ministers of State, the members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of Parliament here present, the district leadership of Jinja, the traditional leaders, and all other important dignitaries who have come to grace this occasion, my colleague members of the National Executive Committee, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, allow me on behalf of the team that put together this arrangement of today to give the highlights on what this show is all about. Your Excellency, this show is the 25th edition of the Shores of the Nile National Agriculture Show. It is a show that is marking 25 years of our existence. I go on? Thank you. It is a show that is marking our 25 years of continuous organizing and managing the agricultural show in this showground. Your Excellency, we're calling it a Silver Jubilee Show because we have lived for 25 years since we were handed over this show by the mother ministry, the Ministry of Agriculture, 25 years ago. Your Excellency, today's show has a special theme, and the theme is managing the challenges of climate change for sustainable agriculture. As you might have noticed, Your Excellency, we have made it possible for all the participants, the show goers, the exhibitors, to have a very conducive environment for disseminating knowledge and for learning. It serves the real purpose of exposing farmers to productivity-enhancing technology, innovation, and improving production practices. Your Excellency, the prevailing environment enables those who have managed to come here to get the exact feel of what it means by applying the theme of managing the challenges of climate change for sustainable agriculture. Your Excellency, it's our target that we use the venue for farmers to learn and thereby enabling improvement in the production and household income, which is our target. Our chief guest, managing climate change, has become a real challenge, but we are determined to make sure that farmers find a way of getting through it. Particularly, we have realized that, Your Excellency, the climate change manifests itself into prolonged drought or floods that can cause a lot of havoc in the agriculture sector, particularly, and to the national economy. Your Excellency, therefore, the effect of climate change, the way we as the organizers of this show take it as an event that can be managed through the change of mindset and then the display of the necessary technology. We have realized that it has extreme effect on crops and then livestock. And in some extent, we have registered reduction in milk and even poor harvest in our animals, in our crops. To recognize the fact that climate change, with its attendant effect, is real and will continue to affect us in several ways, it is therefore prudent that the strategy your government, Your Excellency, has put in place to address this effect should be given high priority. A case in point is irrigation, more especially the solar-powered irrigation, which is being well exhibited here, and we are happy that people are able to see that we can tap the energy from sun and then apply it for the necessary use. Irrigation, Your Excellency, is an expensive undertaking which needs a lot of funding, proper planning and implementation. We applaud you, Your Excellency, for your exemplary practice of making irrigation easy for all. Your Excellency, by using bottle, it is an indication that it is possible. We can start from that level. You're trying to apply it that even the smallest farmer can use the bottle irrigation, can use it to imply that you can save that plant there, which is planted. So we applaud you for that, for taking us, giving us the examples of how we can manage. We therefore call on government to consider the possibility of subsidizing irrigation equipment so that we can enhance accessibility by many farmers who would like to take up the technology. We also call upon government to intensify the effort of making water for production more accessible to farming community in the drought-prone area. Your Excellency, our request is that if we can have a mandatory dam at the village level, at all our villages, then our farmers will be able to access this water during the dry season as we expect drought to continue. Chief Guest, another area we need to urgently give attention is the agriculture mechanization, especially tractorization. Your Excellency, through organized farmers group or cooperative, which are really ready to extend these higher services to the grassroots farmers. On this, I wish to applaud the OWC. Mainly I want to salute General Salim Saleh, who is trying to organize all of us into a more organized group to speed up government program. I want to thank him for taking the lead. Your Excellency, of late, we witnessed the pest and disease, which became a big issue in the agriculture sector. In the first season of this year, many farmers lost their crops, like maize, when they were attacked by the fall armyworm. Indeed, the pest took many farmers by surprise, and there were limited quantity of pesticide in the market, therefore making it a bit challenging for our farmers to fight the armyworm. We are reliably informed that there are pests which appears to have, this pest that appears to have disappeared when there is rain or when rain intensified. We have been told that they have just hibernated and they will wait to strike again when the next season comes. On our appeal, our appeal is that appropriate measures should be put in place so that adequate quantities of the right and effective pesticide are procured in time. These measures should be such that control of pests can be addressed in the 115 districts. On the other side, livestock, the tick have proved to be unmanageable, Your Excellency. I'm one of the livestock farmers. We have, however, read in newspaper that an acaricide called Vectocol, I think from Brazil, can do wonders. And it is the current under trial in Kiruhura district. We request that once proved to be effective, arrangement can be put in place to have the acaricide imported and distributed to our cattle keepers across the country. In addition, it is important to carry out awareness campaign on the use of acaricide by farmers so that they are able to use it correctly under the proper guidance. This will help farmers to guard against the tick-developed resistance to the acaricide. Your Excellency, to us the farmers, agriculture extension remain a priority and central in disseminating improved technology, innovation and practice. The farmers, to enable them to improve farm productivity and production, we want to thank you for the countrywide recruitment of extension workers. Our request is that we avail them with means to reach the farmers, and UNFRED and other key players also contribute in training the farmers as a major component of the extension. And this is one of them. When we bring them here, they see for themselves, they're able to learn and pick lessons from here. So UNFRED is contributing by way of also displaying and making farmers to access some of these technologies. Before I end my speech, Your Excellency, I would like to thank you and your government for removing the tax on SACCO. The news of removal of tax on SACCO was received with a lot of excitement and happiness. And we hope that this is a sure way of making SACCO grow and also motivate more people to join them in enhancing the saving culture. So we want to thank you very much for that. Further, UNFE would like to take this opportunity to thank you for the initiative you took to improve the road network of this showground. Since your directive, progress was made up of surveying by the Minister of Works, only that Minister of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, has still kept quiet on the funds that were requested by the Minister of Works. So just a reminder, action has been taken, survey work has been done, and request has been made to the by the Minister of Works to the Minister of Finance. So after that, I think work will be accomplished. Our chief guest, another important point is to bring to you notice is that there's need and importance of having a farmers of this country profiled. This is a very welcome idea, and we are doing that so that we know our farmers, which farmer and what enterprises, the size of enterprises, and the location of the farm. The information as generated will go a long way in helping the farmers to aggregate the agricultural input, demand, and share them properly under the OWC, or Operation Wealth Creation. This process of profiling farmers have already started under the Ministry of Agriculture, and is being implemented by OWC, UNFE, and then Uganda Cooperative Alliance, UCA, and the National Agriculture Advisory Committee is already in the process. We want to thank General Salim Saleh once again on this initiative, despite some challenges. So we request that government give us a full support and full backing so that we're able to know exactly what our farmers, their scale and where they're located, and the kind of enterprises they are taking. Your Excellency, I'd like to also to bring to you a notice that UNFE, with other sister organizations in this country, is going to host the Eastern African Farmers Federation. This is a regional body, and we're going to host this Congress in Kampala here in September in 2017. It is my honor that I kindly request you to grace the occasion and officially open it. I've already given through the minister the invitation letter so that in September you can grace the occasion. Our guest, also further to that, we believe that we need to show example and showcase. UNFE and its team have singled you out as a model farmer and a livestock farmer. We have, together with the Brother Frick, donated a surf cutter, which is standing there, for you to showcase. It is just around the corner there. That surf cutter to help the farmer feed the animals and make sure that the animals are well kept and well fed. Just like we have used the bottle to water the plants, that small one also serves as a model that farmers can feed their animals, can keep their livestock by using, that could be the smallest size. Those who can afford can go to the biggest size. But we are honored to give you and offer you that you carry out. May I, Your Excellency, as I conclude, take the honor to introduce my colleagues, member of the National Executive Committee. Can you stand up for recognition? Your Excellency, I'm aware you know most of them: Captain Tisasira, Monica Kabatoro from Oima, Charles Biabakama from Rukungiri, Honorable Sekabitu Joseph, our treasurer from Zimbabwe, Sande Emmanuel from Kamwenge, Ekwa Knight from Kumi, Margaret Odiek from Oyam, and then Lubega Ben from Mukono. Those form the Executive Committee of the National Executive Committee. I'm also pleased to introduce you the team that we put together, working committee, that made it possible for us to come this far and put up this. Can I invite the working committee of the show, organizing committee. Madam Victoria Sekitoliko is the chairperson. And the other members, you can see the Chairman Ginger DFA. I think the rest are committed. These are the people together who were able to put up this show. It has indicated to others that the future belongs to the better organized. And I think we appreciate this. So, Your Excellency, I'd like to end here by wishing you the best in your struggle to uplift and improve the agriculture in the country, and then also to lead by example as you have been doing. So with this, I'd like to invite other show-goers that we meet here next year, enjoy the show, and we meet again in 2018. Thank you very much. For God and my country.
Thank you very much, President, Uganda National Farmers Federation. Your Excellency, since the grandchildren are for you, I think we shall allow them to give you a song, one song. As I introduce, we've been joined by Honorable Fred Ngobi, Minister of State for Cooperatives. He's with us. You're welcome, Honorable. And the small team, please, quick song. Yes. Yes.
Wacha waseme.
Okay, mwebare, you know. Now, only one poem. Which school? Vicky View. Only one poem. Vicky View.
Our guest of honor, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, you are most welcome for this 25th year National Agriculture and Trade Show. Well, celebrating the Silver Jubilee far away from 1992, managing the challenges of climate change for sustainable agriculture. Due to overgrowing population and recent droughts, there is a call for the new approaches for managing weather. Remember, global warming has caused further changes. Climate change is the average weather condition. Let's understand the past and look at the future. The stand of time has rendered fear. Blue skies on high no longer clear, now dimmed, obscured, pollution's rays. Trees no longer high above, birds creeping from sight unseen. Gone, a river draining pollution steam. One can't blame pollution alone, as they say, reap what you have sown. So let us plant better seeds. Clear out old roots, cultivate, use improved technology for better production. To eradicate poverty, protect what has been given for free in this part of Africa. Our waters, skies, wildlife and trees. For once they are gone, don't you consider yourself one of that fatal day. Therefore, it is time to practice. Lastly, you and I need to save Mother Earth. So, start playing it smart and do your part. Wherever we flow in, life must not end. Long live UNAFE, long live FAO, long live His Excellency the President of Uganda, who has agriculture at heart, and again, Oliru Hazoretu. An advice to the government, fight for the increase of food production and wealth creation. New farm practices to be introduced. Sensitized farmers who have better results. Reduce carbon emissions and tackle climate change. Employ managers with agricultural skills who can encourage correct farm practices and new technology ways. Adopt and transform farmers. Establish climate finances. Improve on plant performance. And lastly, involve gender for mitigation and adaptation. For God and my country.
Thank you very much, Vicky, Nursery and Primary School, for that relevant message, which summarized why we are here. Now, Your Excellency, for the matter of time, let me take this opportunity to invite the chairman LC5 for Jinja District to, I think he's aware of the time, to shortly, yes.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, the Honorable Minister for Agriculture, President UNAFA, all invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'm honored, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, to welcome you to Jinja and at the official opening of this National Agriculture Show. Mzee, I want to thank you so much because in the last 3 months, this is the 3rd time you're visiting Jinja, and we are happy that you have Jinja at heart and ready to make a contribution towards its development. Your Excellency, so allow me to congratulate the Uganda National Farmers Federation for organizing yet another successful National Agriculture Show. Your Excellency, the theme of the show is managing the challenges of climate change for sustainable agriculture. And I wish to thank UNAFA and the show organizing committee that came up with such a theme that touches what our country is going through. Your Excellency, Your Excellency, our region has been ravaged with prolonged drought that caused food shortage. 50% of our population has been surviving on a single meal a day. I want to thank you, Your Excellency, for the food that you have extended to the different parts in Busoga. Your Excellency, the President, our farmers can't depend on nature to do cultivation anymore. The time is now for every farmer to adopt the mineral water irrigation, especially those that cannot afford the expensive modern irrigation facilities. Era wano mzee wenkusabira nti you accept and you invite most of the leaders who are here to come and visit you in Kityerera so that they can see what magic the irrigation, the modern irrigation, what I term as modern irrigation, what wonders it is doing in Kityerera. Your Excellency, the President, I also want to take this opportunity to thank you so much as Jinja for having extended to us the 5 industries that you have sent to us. Your Excellency, I need to inform you that we have already allocated them land in the industrial park, the pharmaceutical, the boat, and then we still have extra land that we are willing to give to any investor who will come especially to set up anything in line with agriculture. These 5 industries, Your Excellency, the kutuyambako to generate 8,000 jobs, new jobs in Jinja. We really want to thank you so much, Your Excellency, for that great initiative. Your Excellency, even our industrial park is fully functioning, and we still have more available land that we can give to the potential investors when they come to Jinja. I want to thank you so much, Your Excellency, for coming to Jinja and for always honoring the invitation of UNAFA. In the tent where you're seated is His Worship the Mayor and all the local leaders, the LC, the local councillors, all of them, they are here with you, Your Excellency. Thank you so much for creating time to come to Jinja, and we wish you a safe stay in Jinja for God and my country.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Your Excellency, I want also to introduce to you some gentlemen who have arrived. We have Honorable Mijereko, the Chairman, Uganda Tourism Board, is with us. Tourism and agriculture are now very friendly, Your Excellency. And we have resident district commissioners from various districts. They're also with us. And chairpersons LC5 from other districts across the country, headed by Chairman Mubende, they're also with us. And we have our colleagues from Private Sector Foundation who are important in this. So with this, Your Excellency, as I introduced new people, let me take the pleasure, Your Excellency, to invite Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, who will at the same time invite you, Your Excellency, to address the farmers. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the President of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, I take this opportunity to welcome you to this 25th occasion of the Uganda Farmers Federation show. We thank you very much for sparing time, and we know it has been very difficult for you to save this time for us. But because you love farmers, really want to applaud the President for this. Can you please clap for the President? Your Excellency, this time we decided to have other different activities in this show, and of course I will get all the brochures for you later on when I come back, so that you know exactly what has been happening here. But we also included the trainings in the agriculture show. We also have a special day for the youth, a special day for the women, and a special day for financial providers and the Parliament and the members of Parliament, Your Excellency. So we are going to make sure that everybody achieves in this memorable show. Your Excellency, I want to mention a few things. One is we have displayed technologies on how to maintain quality of the cereals from the homesteads. This is very important, Your Excellency, and we are working with the World Food Program to make sure that this becomes true. NADS contributed 3 billion from your budget, sir, towards this noble cause, and we have reached 120,000 homesteads with these hematic storage facilities. So we now want to expand this with your assistance to make sure that the cereals are handled hygienically and with a lot of care, so that we have quality cereals. In fact, we can improve on the prices of our cereals if we only handled the issues of quality. To Your Excellency, I want to mention that we have also displayed technologies on how we can pump water using the solar irrigation pumps. And we have seen that a homestead can have a solar pump and water, for that matter, only using 5 million shillings. But for the community, the average of 20-25 million, we can still provide water for about 10 homesteads. Your Excellency, through your support, we have been able to get knowledge from other countries, Brazil, Colombia, Vietnam, to see what they are doing and how they have reached those levels of coffee production. And we
we are currently adapting, we are sitting with our researchers to adapt some of the technologies that we have copied from these people. And we intend, Your Excellency, to report to you soon the changes we are making. But notable among these changes will be the spacing. We really need to change the spacing of our coffee planting style. The 10 by 10 is an old model. I think those who taught us never even grew coffee. But those who have been growing coffee, Your Excellency, have reached, for Arabica coffee, have reached 4,000 trees in one acre, when we are only planting 700. And the other thing is about pruning. We need to keep these plants low. If they get too old, they don't produce good beans, and also the harvest is not good. And other things, of course, including the water for irrigation that you are fighting to bring to agriculture. Your Excellency, the other thing that I should also mention, we have also met the horticulture exporters, and in a short time we are going to inform you of what we have decided with them. And when we talk about the low-hanging fruits, horticulture, these fruits and vegetables is one of the areas that we can increase our exports in a very, very short time. So, Your Excellency, we are going to give you this report and the request, and I'm sure you are going, as you promised, Your Excellency, you are going to look for money to support all of these efforts. On beef, Your Excellency, we are going to request you also to help us. We know where the cattle keepers are, but you know them better. But we know if we get 2,000 organized cattle farmers, Your Excellency, we can ably support 3 abattoirs with 300 each cows each a day, and this will only need about 450,000 animals, which we can ably get from the 2,000 farmers. So, Excellency, we are going to also to bring this to you in a very short time. So, Your Excellency, we thank you very much for sparing your valuable time to be with us, and the rest is known by you, Your Excellency. We really need to get your message to the farmers. But I want to inform you that really this time the people who displayed, the people who exhibited have really changed the style, and we are really moving. Your efforts have really are beginning to bear fruit, Your Excellency. So I want to thank you very much and humbly request you to address the nation. Can we please welcome His Excellency, the President.
Okay, thank you very much. Koideyo, kare mutiame. Now the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and other ministers, members of Parliament, His Excellency the Ambassador of the Democratic Republic of Congo, and all the exhibitors. You are now talking of climate change. That is the theme. However, even before the climate changed, many people were asleep. So before you start mourning about climate change, which is just of yesterday, you need to first of all wake up those people who are asleep. The statistics show that 69% of the homesteads are in subsistence farming, subsistence economy. We have been talking about this now for 20 years. Aba amaka nkaga mwenda buli 10 agazira ebikola sente agatyami butyayimi. Ekintu ekyo tunatuusawo okukyogerako. This is problem number 1 of agriculture. And for the leaders, I've been telling you that is political suicide for the leaders who maintain those people. In your area, to have homesteads just sitting. They don't engage in food security. They don't engage in income generation. They're just there. This is problem number 1 of agriculture. And it's easy for you to wake up these people. Because I did it many years ago in that Rwakitula area, and I've been inviting you to go and see what happened there. So this is problem number 1. The ones who go to commercial farming then do so without a kibaro. So that's now another problem. Without a kibaro, you find them, they are growing avocado, they are growing duma, they are growing tobacco, they are growing cotton, barunda intensoga, ebi byona byona byetaaga itaka erinene. Songa temulina itaka edene. We advised you long ago that put a kibaro once you go from Okulambara and you go into commercial farming, do so with a kibaro. Because if you don't do with a kibaro, you are not going to get out of poverty. And the kibaro, we did it for you. 1996, in the manifesto of NRM, we said 4 acres, 1 acre for coffee. Even before Sempija discovered that in Vietnam they plant more coffee in 1 acre. Even using the old way of 450 trees per acre, we had calculated that you would get more income. One acre of coffee, 1 acre of fruits, 1 acre of food, 1 acre of pasture, so that you have got 0 grazing cows. That is the third step that we need in this agriculture. That's why I'm no longer interested in hearing stories. I did not get time to walk around because I'm rushing back for other meetings. But we cannot go on doing what soldiers call mark time. You know, soldiers sometimes they say what they mark time. You stay in one place, chapa mugu. You are not moving. You are using a lot of energy, but in one place. The English call it mark time. Karo okubeerawo tuli mu kifo kimu tucapa mugu tetusenvulako ne tugende mu maaso si kituufu. And this is a problem of leadership at the local level. You the political leaders, don't think that these technocrats will mobilize anybody. The technocrats balemwera okutegeera Yesu kyeyakola emyaka 12 eziyise. Wanga Katonda yatyama n'omwana wa Yesu ne balaba nti bwebate Yesu wabatazze nayingira mu Mariyamu nazaalibwa ng'omuntu wa bulijjo n'atutuukirira tugenda okuzikirira n'obutamanya bwaffe. Kati Yesu kwe kujja ne yeewombeeka ne yeefuula omuntu wa bulijjo asobole okutuukako to mobilize us. In order to mobilize the people, you must be humble. You must go and be like them. Ayi mabakulembeze musigareyo mu bile mubere mu bile babite ebile mubereyo kulwaki Katonda yasindika mwana we aje afwe. Katonda ono Katonda no simwe shiba mena bani abantu Katonda naye Katonda yakiraba nti omuntu wabatasemberera abantu bano tebagenda kukyuka, bagenda kuzikirira. Kansindika omwana wange agende abone. And you remember what they said about Jesus. You know, there were people who are like you the leaders of today. They were called Pharisees. These Pharisees, our Pharisees, bali bakulembeze. Bali nebitiibwa simanyi bakuguka mu biragiro simanyi biki. Aye okusemberera abantu kwali kubalemye. Abafarisayo bali mu protocol yoka ngeno genda bawano. Abafarisayo bali mu protocol. Otuula otya, oyimirira otya. Kati bwe balaba olwo wambandikidde speech naye sigisomye kubanga sirina budde bwa kusoma ebyo bawandika kubanga by'Abafarisayo. Kati Abafarisayo bwe balaba Yesu asemberedde abonoonyi ne bamugulako omusango. Simanyi bwe kyogera mu Luganda naye mu Lunyankole okulya n'abasiisi okulya n'abasiisi nti Yesu yayangana abonoonyi abasiisi. But Jesus was eating with the sinners. Abonoonyi. Ne bamugulako omusango. Olaba? Yeyita mwana wa Katonda naye alya n'abonoonyi. Yesu yabagamba nti sajja lw'abalamu nkimanye mu Lunyankole tindezire abo abahulire nkezira abarwaire. Mu Luganda mukyogera mutya? Yesu yajja ku lw'abalwaire, ku lw'abonoonyi, teyajja ku lwa. So you people, abantu bali 69, amaka 69 ku buli 100 agali mu byalo agatenyigira mu kukola sente. Be bantu baimwe abali mu butamanya be mulina okutuukirira. Bwe mbate mu kikoze Katonda genda ko omuye Katonda nayo akolomera abantu. Bwakuweereza ekifo notakikozesa akuteekako omusango kubanga obeere n'amaaso notakakozesa okulabira bali abatalaba. So this is the biggest problem. Number one, 69% of the homesteads in subsistence farming. Number two, those who get out of subsistence farming do so without a kibaro. Then you come to problems of not following contours, especially in the highland areas, like Kigezi, like Rwenzori. We know very well the cultivation by contours. Banyankole call it emikiika. Bwoba olima mu lusozi tosimba bwoti olubimbi okola bwoti. You do you don't do it longitudinally, you do it like transverse. That's how you cultivate in the hills. But if you go to Kabale now to Rwenzori, they are just cultivating anyhow on the hillsides. And when it rains, the mukoka, what do they call alele? Alele in our language in Lango. Omtunga takes the soil into the valley. Massive soil erosion. So contours in the highland areas. Even in the areas which are not highlands, even an area like Rwaikitura, which is not, it's good to have these contours. Emikiika. And by that, you are actually conserving water, because when water is flowing, it comes across those lateral, it can't flow like that. Then you add what we call in Nyankore ebitaba. Ebitaba are the trenches, empazo, can put trenches which now trap the water. The empazo, which are also lateral, and some shallow, they are called ebitaba, shallow ponds. Shallow ponds. The water will go there. You are talking of irrigation, but that's water conservation. Yes. Hati mugenda mbyawa gulu ebyawansi bibalemi. Those contours, those empazo, those trenches, those shallow ponds will trap water, it will stay there, it will sink in the soil, it's a type of irrigation actually. Ebitaba, empazo. Ebitaba are the shallow ponds, empazo are the trenches. And between the gardens, you leave strips of grass. You leave Because sometimes people misuse the power of religion. He's in the pulpit, you can't answer him. He just talks, and you all walk out. But somebody must answer that man, yes. But this time, The bishop in Kanuri spoke very well. So I stood up and I said, Bishop, oh yeah.
irrigate. So, if you are going to irrigate, where is the water going to come from? The river are there. And they are nearby. And they have water. So you can easily get water from the river and then you irrigate. I went to Porongoma. I went to the Choga in Kario. Is where I went. Now I'm people were having problems of food, but the water was there. But in Porongoma, the water was there to go away because people were engaging the river. So therefore, agriculture now includes wetland conservation. It includes protecting the forests on the hilltops. Because the forests on the hilltops are the ones which keep the water there on top of the mountain. When it rains, those forests with their roots and so on, they keep the water there. Then the water comes flowing down. Chibumba yali ebi yali akola abanyoma emirimu gya Kibumba mulimu kabiri. Nze bya Kibumba bisamu ekitiibwa okulaba ankumyeku. Emyaka gino gyonna okukwaganya Ekibumba niwe Uganda zabeera bezi. Kibumba n'akumatibwa mu maadi olwowansi yaleta ebiki yali akola. So irrigation, then we need now fertilizers. Because these plants suck nutrients from the soil. They suck edda mutwali tetulimira katayi kyali kyangu okuzza ebigimusa mu nnimiro. Kubanga maama yatemanga ettooke n'awaata obwatiro n'abuza mu lusuku. Emmere gyebalidde ettooke lisigadde bawaza okuwaata omubiri gwo nebikozesa katono obirala ebitamu mu kabuyonjo. Kabuyonjo ly'ettaka bw'ofa ne bakuzimba mu lusuku. Nolwekyo byonna byewajjamu It was recycling. You take the nutrients, iron, phosphorus, nitrogen, potassium, magnesium, and they come back to the, because it was local, it was around the home. There was no long distance transfer. So this time, because the nutrients have been taken out, we need to put them back artificially. Fortunately, Uganda iwalake, Uganda, chumba yaenda no Uganda, eino. Bwala byala kulinda wano. Okuja ko mjemu wafe, kugemera chumba. We are now going to build a big factory in Tororo, which will make the phosphates. Then in the Katwe, there is potassium there. Then in the Albert, with the oil there is nitrogen. So very soon we shall have all these fertilizers. The electricity speed akugula ya ngena kukorawa speed akusaka tulina okubikola lesi tetulisase batali okubisaka okuba wala. Namulonge, all these are your research centers. They have all these seeds. Most of them. There was only one problem of tea, because with tea, in a minute's time there was some lagging behind. But I think our people went to India and Kenya, and they got improved the tea seedlings. So most of the seedlings are there. But because some years ago I went back to Luero Triangle. I went to a village called Galamba. Galamba is around mile 17 from Kampala. And as you know, Kawanda is 8 miles from Kampala. So that means that Galamba would be 9 miles from, no, it would be 11. 17 minus 8, 9. From Kawanda. But they still had everything Ebikaire 9 miles from Kawanda. The new coffee trees yield 5 times more than the old ones.
So you wonder why my leaders in Ruero were conserving poverty among their people. You find a leader is conserving poverty. Tafayo doesn't care to inform his people. If you inform them and they don't move, that's their problem. But if you don't inform them, then that's a big problem. But I can testify for the researchers in Uganda. They have done their work. Thank you. These people have done their work. The seeds are there. On the issue of the diseases for livestock and for crops, there are solutions. Your chairman was talking about vector chlor. This acaricide we are trying in Ichilhura. It's a trial. It's a trial. The Minister of People, the Minister of Veterinary People did it in a hurry. When I went there to launch it, I said, have you tried it already? They said, no, I have not tried it. They have come and try it here. I said, okay, let's try it and see. But even if that one doesn't work, we have other plans which will work. One of the plans is a vaccine against the tick itself. Okutuga enkwa bw'eruma ente omusaayi gw'ente gugituga n'efa. Ekyo kyo kigenda kukola n'okusinga bino bye tubaddemu eby'amadagala. The vaccine against the tick. That vaccine had been seen in Brazil. It had gone to Cuba. When we went there, we saw it. But that one is against the ticks of those areas. But our scientists, your children here, they have developed it. It can apply to our ticks here. And our brothers in Kenya and in Malawi, they have also developed a vaccine against Amakebe, against East Coast fever. So, what we need is life and stability. We shall get solutions. The challenges are there. But if there are no challenges, then you remember God chased your grandfather, Adam, and his wife from the Garden of Eden. Bali mu lusuuko balya bya bwereere, bali kye bakola, bali mu kwejalabya kyokka, nga omusota negijja eri omukyala negumulimbalimba oba gwamulimbalimba gutya. Omukyala n'ava ku bya Katonda n'agenda ku by'omusota. Kati okuva olwo Katonda n'atukolomera nti okuva olwaleero buli kyemulya kiriva mu ntuuyo yammwe. Naye Abannayuganda balowooza nti tolina kutuuyana ogenda kulya awatali ntuuyo. Ebya Adamu byalabidde kukakalukana, tulina okulwana na kino ne tulwana na kiri. Zikakalukana sifaayo kasa Katonda ampadde obulamu, ebyokunsoma bye sibifaako. Therefore, we have solutions for these diseases. Your members of parliament have delayed one bill, what we call genetic engineering, biotechnology, using the knowledge of science. For me, I've been doing biotechnology all my life. But tomorrow about Namukubia biotechnology mtanigereku kunzewa. Wanga fawa luzi, tumanyi okumanya ente enene bw'ogigata n'ente eri ojja mu kino tukiyita okubikira. Gwe mulimu gwe mbaddeko kumbuka emyaka 6 bw'otwalako emyaka 10 ey'obuto. When I was just following my father. So therefore, this breeding, crossing genes in order to get better genes, is traditional actually. We do it traditionally. Nobody will move yaro. They select the seeds to plant. They go and select, the old women, they select the seeds. She goes in the whole field, the harvest, and they say, this is a good one. And keeps them. Now, what causes a change? Like, Bombayagara ente eyamayembe amanti, sagara eyamayembe mawanvu. I breathe and get it. Naye kipya ekyajja kiri nti science kati tumanyi buli twali tubikola tulabira ku ekinaavaamu. We are looking at the results. But we knew that A plus B equals to AB. We knew, we had some idea. But these days, the science, we have studied these scientists. I think some must be here. Do you have some of our biotechnologists? Or anyone, no? Come here and they see you. Oh, Dr. Imelda Kasaiza. Kato mchara mukugu vya genetics. So these people have studied the genetics of all these things. They can now, instead of just me who was depending on Tomanya. For them, they can know that, oh, this gene here is the one which can resist drought. Akatundu kano, kombiri gwa kekirime kekanasobola okugumira omusana ne bakajeyo ne bakongeramu. Now our people have delayed this. But if there's science, they are fearing science, these people. They are going to be like the other pope. You know, there was a pope. Because in those days, people didn't know that the earth was round. But there was one scientist who discovered a telescope and started looking. Said, this earth is round. Pope na gama to go. It is a papa one. And she is not round. So how do you say it is round? Aha. And she teye kurungirire. Kamba ingirizo nyankore. And she teye kurungirire. Okwekurungirira sifiriko. Then the scientist said, but your holiness, from the telescope, it is round. I've told you I am the Pope here. The poor man was excommunicated from the church. But of course, what the Pope forgot was that God is God, not Pope. So I'm sure the man went to heaven when he went to, because he had done in the book of Genesis, which says, I have created you in the image of God. You multiply, but also establish dominion over nature. That's what he said. Na abana Uganda batera kukola kintu bakikola bulungi okuzaala ekyo sinawo kwemulugunya kwekyo naye ekiri ekyokufuga ebyobuwangwa tukyalinamu obunafu. So, as part of seeds development, because like now, what we write the banana weed. Omulinya kole ngarutume elinya kazunde nabutume elinya. Okay, we have used our own methods to control kazunde. However, these people at Kawanda have developed genetically because they know why that Murade was attacking, that sickness was attacking the banana plant. And they have got a gene which they have put there which makes it immune to the banana weed. So those seeds are there now, they cannot release them because the law is not passed. That's a big mistake. On the issue of planting pastures, I need to salute the Minister of Veterinary now. They have finally given us a good formula. Even me, I've benefited greatly from their new information. We have been looking after cows by, we call it Oxetora in Nyankore. put the cows in the field to graze. But those cows are heavy animals. They are heavy creatures. So when they are grazing, they are stepping on the soil. And when they step on the soil, they compact it. And when they compact it, the water can no longer go into the soil properly. So you start, since the water can no longer go in, it becomes like cement. The soil becomes hard like cement. So when it rains, the water just goes away. It is like pouring water on cement here. It will not go in, it will go away. Now, because of that, the good grass no longer grows. Because I've been wondering, because you know, I have cleared bush at Rwaitura, or there is no bush, but the good grass is eaten by the cows, the bad one is the one which survives. Now, the bad grass survives because, first of all, it is not eaten by the cows. But secondly, it can also survive in bad conditions. So now these doctors, Dr. Ademoun, she's a lady, Rosa Ademoun. She has, is she here? Oh, come. Oh, she already has a medal, now what can I do? Because I wanted to give her a medal, but she already has a medal. Thank you. For Ebola. Oh, she fought Ebola. She fought Ebola. So now, because of her information, the man who is standing before you here is going to be a billionaire. I have been a small millionaire, but I'm not going to be a billionaire. Why? Because in the 1960s, when we were starting to modernize those people, those Banyankoro of yours, I asked the vet, how much land do I need to look after one mature cow? They told me you need 3 acres to look after one cow, mature cow. So, which means that if I have got a square mile, which is 640 acres, I can only keep 200 cows. If you put the young ones, I may go up 300. And that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing. You find 300 cows, including the young ones, in one square mile. But with these abattoirs which have come, we won't have many cows to sell. So at the moment's calculation is that no, this is all because the ground is not producing enough pasture, because the cows are trampling on it. Then I'm going to call it okata, when you, okhatira, when you, bagitara mu Uganda. Bano baka bakita kyankiza mu Lusoga. Okhatira. Katiba. So according to Dr. Ademun, if we don't allow the cows to go mutare, then they don't go into the farm. They stay in the corral and you cut for them. Look, you cut the grass and you bring it to them. 1 acre, you'll be able to look after 10 cows at the moon. 10 cows. 1 acre now, you look after 10 cows. So that means now, my square mile, instead of looking after 300, we will now be able to cater for 6,000 cows. Katemura Musaji Mugaga, you will be one. And this is minus the 40 acres which you need for the houses, for the stores, for the feeding lots. 6,000 according to her. So this is very, very new information, and I congratulate, because these experts of yours, anything that comes, they call them consultants from outside. That's why you are secretary. We the freedom fighters, when we went to fight, we didn't consult anybody. I took some of my people to Samora Machel, the president of Mozambique, and he trained us. Introduction to fighting, but we developed the war ourselves. So when we hear that we are fighting, we have no consultants from anywhere. We are the consultants. But when you trouble you call us. Now, therefore, when I see these scientists of ours, so I need to salute Dr. Ademun. I think our scientists are getting out of their inferiority complex. Or Mposi, we are the ones who don't use them sufficiently. It can also be true that we are the ones who are not encouraging them. So that should be the next effort, planting pastures. And when you plant with irrigation, now you can see how lucky we are. In Europe, half of the year, the land is frozen. Mizira, ice. For us, it is sun all the year round. Then the problem has been, in some months, there is no water. So if we get now, it means for the whole year, you can produce. You see how rich you people you are. The next element we need is storage. Storing the pasture, storing the crops, storing the seeds. Because I heard the minister talking about it. Then processing. Because if you don't process, some of the things will not reach the market. Processing. Now, finally, to till the soil properly, you need tractors. That's what your chairman was talking about. Tractorization.
So I'm therefore very happy to be here to repeat these issues, because we have talked about them before. However, the Baganda say, Adingana Maolu, Agajamo Mukuto. I don't know why the Baganda, Badi Banyoma, Amaolu, Zegagalayo. The proverb says, I don't know why the Baganda thought that the food, the cold food, the food you cooked yesterday, you cooked last night, and you eat in the morning, somehow they thought it was not good. I don't know why. Now, because of that, they have a proverb which says, although the food is cold, but if you eat enough of it, you'll be satisfied. Now, I think by talking and talking and talking, eventually, we are going to really wake up and utilize what God gave us, which is amazing, so that we make our families rich and we make our country rich. With these few words, it is my pleasure to do what? To declare the agricultural show open.
Your Excellency, thank you very much for the wise guidance and such interactive conversation. Your Excellency, we have some two more items left. One, I will request the Executive Director for NARO, Dr. Imelda, to bring two major enterprises, beans and cassava, Your Excellency, which I don't know they want to use, if it's modified, but improved to suit the exact technology you have just addressed us. Dr. Imelda, His Excellency has allowed that you bring those technologies here. Okay, can come.
Oh, it is down there.
Samples were down, Your Excellency.
Okay, they will launch them on my behalf, but I have launched them from long distance.
Thank you very much. Thank you. After launching these technologies, Your Excellency.
And the other one?
Yes, you give them. Yeah. Your Excellency, I see.
So it is for beans. You talk about them.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. How are the beans?
Thank you, Your Excellency, for giving me this opportunity to talk about what NARO does. It does a lot, but I'm going to talk about only two today. Beans. And the research on beans, we do a lot, but I'm going to talk about the specific one, which we are doing to combat the hidden hunger. When we talk of hidden hunger, we are talking about the hunger caused by a lack of micronutrients, not lack of food, bulk food. As you know, everybody in Uganda, or 90% of the people, eat beans. And because of that, we want to increase the amount of iron and zinc that people can take. Zinc and iron is important in our body, zinc for proper growth, and iron for blood, especially among children and pregnant women. And because beans are is an easily accessible food source, we started with putting zinc. I'm trying to use a simple language, with putting zinc and iron in the beans, so that actually every Ugandan can have an increased amount of that. So, Your Excellency, last year we released 5 varieties that are rich in zinc and iron. The normal beans have got around 40, I use amounts, but the English call them parts per million, 40 amounts of iron in the beans. But the ones we have produced have got about 70 parts of iron in them. The normal ones have got about 25 parts of zinc. The ones we have produced have got about 35 to 40. And our aim is to increase iron up to 90 and zinc up to 70. So that when you eat a small amount of beans, you get enough amount of iron and zinc. But more than that, we have got those beans, they have other qualities. They are high yielding. Your Excellency, you are looking for varieties that are short maturing to combat the climate change effects. These very beans are also short maturing, while the normal beans, the normal beans mature in 3 months. These ones mature between 58 and 68 days. So roughly 2 months instead of 3 months. We have also those which are suitable for the hill areas or the cold areas, the climbing beans. The normal climbing beans mature in 4 months. These ones mature in 3 months. And they have got also a level of drought tolerance. Lastly, briefly on cassava. As you know, cassava is also another critical food security crop. But we are moving it from food security only to income security, from innovation to commercialization. First of all, there were 2 major diseases. In the 80s, there was cassava mosaic disease, which wiped actually cassava at that time, and Your Excellency, your people in eastern and northern Uganda were almost not getting what to eat. And we started a war against cassava mosaic, and finally we produced varieties that were resistant to cassava mosaic disease. Later, another disease came in, the brown streak virus, which makes the roots to twist and to become rotten inside. So we have also gone ahead and developed varieties that now also are tolerant to that disease. And actually the new ones, which were also released 2 years ago, they have got a double resistance to the 2 diseases. But in addition, Your Excellency, we don't stop at only producing the varieties and putting them in the public. We are linking the crop product to the commercial, to the industry, so that the farmers, when they produce in bulk, they don't get waste, in their houses. They can sell the factories. We've linked to a factory in Kampala which produces ngule, beer called ngule in Uganda from cassava. We've linked with a factory in Lira called Camtech, which produces bioethanol from cassava, so that the farmers, when they produce and they have a lot, then they should be able to sell, get food, get income, get nutrients. Thank you, Your Excellency.
It is my pleasure from a long distance to launch the 2 varieties. But the Minister of Agriculture will physically launch it.
Banaye twebazeeko President ebigambo ebirungi byatuwadde n'okusomesa n'engalo ez'amaanyi. Bana.
Waliwo minisita wange sekitoreko yakola mulimu gwa ttendo
Bana mukubire mu ngalo.
And she's now a practicing farmer.
Your Excellency, twayogedde ku member of Parliament we bali wano bonna bali ku the team muyimirire ku President amanye nti we mali Mayor Yidi Batambuze Chairman Ndoza abasinga yabanjudde omukulu kamalirize okuwa certificate eyo mukubereko mu ngalo w'ekitiibwa ate oyo gwe naddira mbigere entebe ye mwentuula sigikyusanga tweyanziza so Excellency President n'okusomesa okulungi ate ne twebaza n'abantu mwenna abakoze omulimu. Emidaala gyonna tujja gituukako, tujja kubeera ennaku zonna tusobole okukola omulimu omukulu gwagguddewo. Muyimirire tuyimbe